25-20 is the score after the first set between DLSU and UST.
Well,
first lead actually was from UST.
That's right, that's right. Well, it was very close at the opening part of this opening set. And of course, kita natin those errors still there, those service errors coming from both sides, but more from De La Salle. But De La Salle got their play going. Esperanza doing a good job in controlling this first set. I think that's the key right here. Both liberos did a good job in defending, but Esperanza seemed to be the setter that was in control. Rhea, of course, gave out a couple of good sets, but she wasn't able to really control the pace and control the tempo of their offense. Unlike Esperanza, kita natin, merong big quick, merong running, merong differential. Galang had good blocks going into this on the final stretch of this first set. So dun nakalayo itong De La Salle with a good defense of Galang. 2 straight blocks from Galang. And that is the time that they were able to pull away. Nahihirapan ang UST na makabalik. Of course, the offense of Abby Maraño also there. 2 points coming from those running spikes. And Cha Cruz, of course, the final point of the match. The veteran.
Why not?
Giving, De La Salle that first set win.
25-20, as we will see some numbers from that first set. You know, add on to what I was talking about earlier, Doc, na itong panalo nito, importante nito to keep that emotional and psychological edge as you see the overwhelming attack numbers from DLSU side and the blocking. But unforced errors, I'm sure, kasama na rin dyan. May mga service errors dito. Anyway, I was about to say, not only in the finals, not just in case they do meet in the finals, there is a possible Final Four matchup between these two teams. If, let's say, UST ends up at number 4, and La Salle maintains the number 1 position, that's another edge that you want to have. We beat you twice
already. You're not going to do that to us going into the Final Four. So talagang psychologically, La Salle will have a huge advantage if they do beat UST today.
How about Cha Cruz? 7 points in that first set right away of 6 attempts. And 1 service point also for her to give them that 1-set lead. Let's go to Victor Lopez from the defending champion side.
Coach Emil had a couple of things to say to the girls. First is that the girls cannot be sucked into the pace of UST's game. You know, he wants the girls to continue to play their game in order to maintain control. Second, he told the girls that though we won that last set, we didn't perform as a championship caliber team because we had too many errors. He pointed these out because they practiced the lesson things like that, but it isn't translating to the floor. Now, Coach Emil doesn't know if it's because of the pressure of going against UST or the size of the crowd. It doesn't matter though, because he simply wants them to concentrate on what's in front of them. Boomanian.
Well, could be, you know, the anticipating, of course, sabi ko kanina, at the back of their head, they knew that when they faced UST, they had problems in the serve. Plus the huge crowd, you know, cheering each and every touch of the ball. Hindi lang every point, bawat palit ng bola.
Yes.
The crowd here is really, oh, that was very close.
Boy, they're going to Maruban at Tikla all throughout the set, aren't they?
That's right.
Kanina, that was 3 straight.
That's right. Getting that point via that off the block route.
After getting blocked twice. So they're really going to her. We haven't seen a lot of Micah Ortiz on offense, who, by the way, was the highest scorer the last time out. Ortiz had 18 points. But today, very quiet so far. She's not even on the floor. Obviously, mamaya papasok yan pagka frontline na, and that's why no check ball, La Salle point.
Hirotsuji still not finding the range in this match.
And the Spikers up by 1.
3 serving 2. Esperanza, a breakout year for a rookie last year.
Grabe.
Obviously, that's not technically considered a breakout. No coverage there for Banaticla, but when I say that, it is rare that a rookie setter, you know, will have a tremendous season right away. Go straight to the championship too, as you see the double block here.
Hirap silang gumawa ng play with this rotation. Hirotsuji and Banaticla with Maraño, Galang, and Gumabaw as their blockers.
The 2 best
that's right.
in the league.
Basang-basa sila.
Oh, ayun, nabasa rin ni Galang yung ginawa ni Rhea Di Maculangan at ang lamang dito ay 3 na. 2 points for UST, 5
And it's really
Lasal.
up to the setter, Rhea de Maculangan, to take control. Alam niyang alanganin yung opensa nila, but she has to take charge being the setter.
Let's check in with Jazz Reyes from the embattled UST side.
Thanks, Boom. You know, the coaching staff may be a little upset with the girl at times, but then it's only because I can see that the coaching staff know that they can receive, they can attack, and they can block much better than they are performing. And it's because of the pressure that is affecting their game. But Coach Audrey is always there to say, girls, tanggalin niyo ang nervous ninyo. The amount of faith these coaches have and the crowd has for the team is incredible. And the coaches just want to see that kind of spirit in the girls today. Hopefully, it's just them warming up to the game. Coach Audrey still commends the girls. Umaatake tayo, pero walang depensa, walang volleyball, ganon. Saying although they have been fighting back, he needs more from the girls to anticipate and to put out their tactics into work. Finally, Coach Audrey reminds the girls, especially to her blockers, sipagan ninyo, huwag tayong matakot. Woman Ian?
Oh, we all know the effect as we see a couple of service errors from both teams here back to back. We all know the effect of the crowd on the UST faithfuls. They get a lot of energy and adrenaline.
That's right.
Sometimes even in situations where it's a little bit dire, that's where they get their strength. And speaking of which, LaSalle has kind of taken the crowd out of UST here a little bit.
That's true, that's true. Well, that's an excellent serve from Maru. After having a difficult time in the front row, she does score from the back. And that is just testament to how offensive-minded Maru is, taking that serve as a way.
And I was about to say, as this one comes up short, the question here is, can she sustain
Yun,
it? Especially kung siya ang pinupuntahan lagi. And we have seen games before where she would gas out in the 4th and 5th because she has been the primary weapon. That is the reason why I bring up Doc Ian, Micah Ortiz, who has been very quiet here as Lastimosa sends it over. Cha Cruz again. Lastimosa was there. This time it's Ortiz, but Galang was there. Rada again. Malayo sa sweet spot ni Ortiz. Cha Cruz. Great dig. Lastimosa. Cha Cruz was there. Oh, confusion. Up. Double contact.
Oh, 2 touches.
Double contact. Yep.
Oh, because her hands weren't together.
I think that is a
with a
correct call.
closed fist.
Yeah.
No? So talagang hindi niya ba ako imposible.
Coach Ramil disagrees. Let's look at it. Great dig there. Dalawa sila nung una. Tapos, yep. What's your take on that?
Wow, very hard to
Lift? Parang may lift ba?
something like that, but
But ang tawag is 2 touches.
2 touches.
Anyway, the play goes on. Ooh, and this is a point for UST. That is Esperanza who runs into Lastimosa.
He was really going after that save.
Yep. Again, you know, 10-0 man sila. Ian, you like to see that from champion teams. Off speed. Rhea keeps it alive. But Caballero couldn't get to it.
Cha Cruz again delivering that point.
Tight game still. 8-7. The defending champions still ahead.